Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Tim O'Shea. Today we're going to talk about hydrolyzed collagen. Hydrolyzed collagen is part of the 60-day program, which you may have read about on the website. During this video, when I use the term the website, I'm referring to thedoctorwithin.com, which many of you are probably familiar with. So first of all, let's ask, what is collagen? Well, collagen is the largest and most abundant protein in our bodies. It makes up virtually everything. It makes up your arteries, your joints, all the structures of your joints, including the joint capsule, the tendons, the ligaments. Your organs are made of collagen. Your heart, your lungs, your kidney, your liver, all those organs are made of collagen. Your muscles are made of collagen as well. Your skin is collagen. Your digestive tract is made from collagen. As I said, your tendons and ligaments are made of collagen, as is your heart itself. Yes, the lungs. So virtually all the parts of our body, the ground substance, the structural material is collagen. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. Your bones are made of collagen primarily as well. Now what happens as we age? Collagen becomes weaker. It becomes less substantial as we age. And some signs of this that we may notice are, as we age, our skin and our muscles begin to have this floorward tendency. They begin to sag. Doctors call this tendency ptosis. And you may notice that you have sagging skin at your triceps area, or your skin muscles begin to sag. Especially people who are overweight, they'll really notice this floorward tendency of our skin and muscles. And the reason for this is that collagen production falls off. It diminishes as we age. Now, this idea of sagging is also evident in a lot of our organs as well. The colon has a tendency to sag. Women often have prolapsed uterus, weakening of the organ due to decreased collagen production as we age. Here we see a picture of a turkey neck. You see a lot of people as they age, they get what's called turkey neck, the sagging skin, the loose skin under the neck. That's due to diminished collagen production as we age. Crow's feet is another example of that. Some people who have knee problems will notice that they'll go in for an x-ray and they'll notice that the meniscus is gone in the knees. The meniscus, of course, is the disc that should be located in the knee between the top bone and the bottom bones. That may wear out as we age, or in the case of overuse, which many athletes will experience. The term is bone on bone. That's due to a collagen deficiency. It's due to a collagen decrease over time. So then, what is hydrolyzed collagen as a supplement? That's the next question that we have to ask. Doctors have discovered several years ago there is a way to make up for this natural decrease in collagen production, and that is through dietary supplementation. We have hydrolyzed collagen. Now I'll explain what that is. This is a supplement. It's a powder, and it is made from a very high grade of gelatin. Gelatin is a very commonly used product that we see in a lot of areas of industry, in the food industry, in the canning industry, and the pharmaceutical industry. In the pharmaceutical industry, most capsules are made of gelatin. In the supplement industry, most capsules are made of gelatin. And there are hundreds of other uses, both in industry and in medicine, for gelatin. Now, in this particular instance, hydrolyzed collagen, we derive the original gelatin from the inside section of bovine hides, cow hides, cattle hides. So they skin the cattle, and the inside part, it's called the split. The inside part is made into gelatin that's used for all these applications that I mentioned, and then the outside part of the skin goes to the leather industry. Okay? Recently, only in the past 10 or 15 years, they have discovered how to take this ordinary gelatin product that we've been using for all these decades and to turn it into something very high-end, very refined, into a very small molecule, very useful supplemental form of gelatin called hydrolyzed collagen. It looks like this. It's just a white powder. It's 83% protein, 15% water, 2% minerals. The hydrolyzed collagen also contains virtually all the essential human amino acids, all 20 of them. Here are a few of those amino acids. You might have learned these in school, but who cares? You know that as humans, we need about 20 amino acids to be active in our bodies in order for normal protein. Specifically with the hydrolyzed collagen food supplement, they figured out a way to make these protein molecules from the original gelatin into very, very small molecules, very, very small peptides, and this process is known as hydrolysis. So that's why it's called hydrolyzed collagen. It's how we split the protein molecules into very, very small components. Now, what I discovered when I first started studying hydrolyzed collagen as a food supplement several years ago, that the size of most commercial collagens that you'll see in health stores, or maybe in your gym, you'll see collagen products for sale or protein products for sale. What I discovered was the smaller the molecule, the more absorbable the food supplement is. So what, in general, most commercial collagen products that are sold as food supplements have a molecular size of 45,000 Daltons. Daltons is just a unit of measurement. Contrast this to the hydrolyzed collagen that we're using. The molecular size is 3,000 Daltons, which means that it's 15 times as absorbable as most collagens that you can buy on the market. In addition to that, we decided to put 3 extra amino acids, glycine, carnitine, and glutamine. And you might know something about glycine. It's the smallest of all amino acids. This makes it very absorbable, so it's not just going through you. You're actually absorbing all of the hydrolyzed collagen. Carnitine promotes energy level of the cells of your body. And finally, glutamine, which does 2 main things. It heals the gut cells, makes you have a very healthy digestive tract, and it also is responsible for optimum muscle production. So, what I'm telling you is, in our hydrolyzed collagen, we added these 3 extra amino acids. Bodybuilders and athletes benefit from the growth of muscle tissue, of course. What are some other applications that I've noticed? I've been using this hydrolyzed collagen in my practice for about 8 or 9 years now. And the reason that I added it to my 60-day program was that many patients have chronic arthritis. You know, our joints wear out as we age. I think the CDC says it's something like 60% of Americans experience some form of arthritis in their lifetime. If they're an athlete or if they're doing something requiring repetitive stress, the arthritis may come on earlier. Most people who are elderly have some sort of arthritis in their lives. So what are the normal medical remedies, the suggested remedies for arthritis? Well, it's to take aspirin, Motrin, Tylenol, things like this, or to take stronger drugs like steroids, cortisone shots, cortisone tablets. The problem is these common types of remedies for arthritis, they don't really work very well. They're pain meds. They just disguise the symptoms. They'll cover up the pain for as long as you're on the drug, but then if your joints are worn out, as soon as the drug wears off, then you're still in pain. When you take collagen as a supplement every single day, what I discovered, and I was amazed to discover, is that it actually rebuilds the structures of the joints. And this is something that I'm going to show you a couple of x-rays, before and after x-rays, in a few minutes here. So for my arthritis patients, I was pleasantly surprised that the majority of them got better, got great results from using hydrolyzed collagen. But what I was very surprised to discover during the early years of using hydrolyzed collagen were other problems that people would have that would resolve. Breathing problems, heart problems, prostate problems, organic things, circulatory problems. These type of chronic conditions, medical conditions that so many patients would have, they would show a marked improvement in a very consistent way. And that's when I had to go back to the drawing board. That's when I really had to go back to doing the research that I've done and to learn myself why all these types of cases are resolving. And it's just very simple, because As we age, collagen production in the whole body falls off, and it affects each organ in a different way. So taking just a very simple and available collagen supplement like this, blended in fruit juice every day, has a significant benefit in these people's lives. I cannot tell you how many hundreds of patients during the last several years who were scheduled for joint replacement surgery who canceled the surgery after a month or so of taking hydrolyzed collagen in their fruit juice every morning. There were some other added benefits that I was surprised to find that were very consistent. The first of these is among women. Women talked about skin toning and thickening. They all talked about how their face, how wrinkles went away in their face, their complexion got better, and the quality and the resilience of their skin improved. Joint rebuilding was a very common thing as well. People talk about improved muscle tone because as we age, our muscles wear out. The muscles seem to get smaller if you don't do any exercise whatsoever, and this is a very common thing. If you can add to lean muscle tissue just by taking a supplement, it's something very noticeable that most people taking the supplement remark about. Joint rebuilding, arterial strengthening. Yeah, and I was trying to figure that out. How could taking such a simple supplement as collagen improve people's circulation and improve blood pressure type of problems, circulatory problems? Well, we have to go back to our anatomy. The arteries, they're made of collagen. They also have a muscular layer to them. So now we're adding to that tissue by taking a simple supplement like this. Almost everyone says this, but especially the women, this like a side benefit of taking collagen as a daily supplement. They talk about how their hair grows faster and gets thicker. They all talk about the nails grow faster. They have to clip their fingernails more often. Almost everyone says that, and that's really not the reason they were taking the supplement. Then, of course, they all talk about increased energy. 60% of your body is musculoskeletal, so if you can add to lean muscle gain and you're adding new good muscle tissue, of course you're going to have more energy. And then, as I said, organ rebuilding, including, I'm just thinking of all the hundreds of patients that I've had during the past several years, talking about improvements in heart problems, prostate problems, lung problems, liver, kidneys, blood vessels, all these organs. If we can shore up the ground substance that they are made out of, problems involving these organs will significantly improve. Let me give you an example. A lot of people have heart problems. It's the #1 cause of death in the United States and has been for the past 30 or 40 years. When you take an x-ray of somebody with heart problems, a lot of times they'll have what is called an enlarged heart. Now, the heart muscle, as it enlarges, it's different. It's a different type of muscle from the skeletal muscle. As you exercise your biceps gets bigger and stronger at the same time. Heart muscle is different. If heart muscle gets bigger, it's getting weaker and less substantial. So this is visible on x-ray, and it's very common in people with cardiovascular disease. So what I'm noticing is when these people take hydrolyzed collagen for a few months, like all the other muscles of their body, the heart muscle seems to get stronger, and these types of problems really improve. I see this over and over. What are some other chronic problems that I've seen resolved? Osteoporosis. This is a problem that most women are concerned with as they grow older. And what I discovered was this is a commonly misunderstood problem, osteoporosis. The substance of the bone, the matrix of the bone, is something that wears out and diminishes and gets weaker as we age. And that is primarily made from collagen and minerals. So then if you add a very bioavailable product like hydrolyzed collagen to your daily diet, bone pain, bone strength, and bone density will improve. I've seen it over and over. High blood pressure. I just explained the reason why high blood pressure could improve by taking something like hydrolyzed collagen. Arthritis in joints. Yeah, the actual structure of the joints were rebuilt. Now this is something that I really didn't believe until I saw it. I'm going to show you some before and after x-rays. This is a model of the knee here. And here we have the disc in between the upper leg and the lower leg. It's called the meniscus, of course. And you can see on this x-ray as well, what we see here is we see this before picture where it's literally bone on bone in the knee. Okay, now let's look at this. This is the after picture of the same patient several months later. And the only thing that he told me that he changed in his life was that he took hydrolyzed collagen every day. I didn't really believe this until I saw this several times, not just with knee problems. This would be L4 and L5 in the lumbar spine. So most people who have herniated disc, L5 is the most commonly herniated disc and the most problematic pain area in the low back. See this black plastic cushion here? This is a model of the disc. So you've all heard of herniated disc, lumbar disc problems. Worldwide, the demand for hydrolyzed collagen has skyrocketed in the last 5 years. I went to Paris a few years ago and took some courses in this, and I was learning about the global market for hydrolyzed collagen and how it's skyrocketed in the last few years. It's interesting, in the United States and in Europe, the demand for hydrolyzed collagen is increasing primarily because of arthritis. People want to learn how to solve their arthritic problems with something other than drugs and surgery. Drugs don't really seem to be working. They're tired of taking pain medication day after day after day. So that's why the demand for hydrolyzed collagen has skyrocketed in Europe, because of its enormous success with this problem, both in Europe and in the United States. Now in Asia, it's different. Especially in Japan and China, it's primarily for cosmetic reasons that mainly women, but women and men definitely, are noticing the significant improvement in the quality and appearance of the skin, especially evident in the face, from taking daily supplements like hydrolyzed collagen. I did some research on the skin improvements. How exactly does that take place, taking hydrolyzed collagen as a supplement? I discovered that the hydrolyzed collagen, when it gets into your bloodstream, it is able to be digested and employed as a building block to build new skin and to thicken your skin. It does this by increasing the diameter of the collagen fibrils in the skin itself. This means increased thickness, suppleness, and resilience, as well as increased hydration of the skin. So when I discovered this, it's not just that people are claiming that their skin seems to be better and look better after they take hydrolyzed collagen for a few months. No, here is scientific clinical evidence of exactly how that happens at the cellular level. As far as athletes in hydrolyzed collagen go, it's becoming more and more popular among athletes participating in a wide variety of sports and fields. Sports nutrition. Well, imagine recovery time is something that is extremely important. How fast the muscles can come back from being fatigued, from lactic acid buildup. This is something that all athletes are acutely aware of. Restructuring, rebuilding damaged joints. Stamina, peak performance. All these areas are extremely important to the performing professional and amateur athlete. I've worked with a lot of bodybuilders, people in martial arts, people in other kinds of popular sports, including tennis, swimming, football, baseball, soccer, all the popular sports. What they all have in common is increased performance, increased lean muscle gain, and diminished joint pain. Then with respect to the elderly, people don't eat as much when they grow older, and with reduced diet intake, the availability of usable proteins is optimized when they take hydrolyzed collagen. So what does all that mean? It means that as you age, if your primary source of protein is going to be fried chicken that you got from a fast food restaurant, the body has to work very hard to break all that down and filter out all that fat and try to derive some benefit in order to build new muscles and to maintain muscle tone in the elderly. That doesn't happen with hydrolyzed collagen. The protein is already broken down into the smallest and cleanest usable building blocks. So it's very easy for elderly people who have limited digestion and who eat less to maintain their muscle strength and muscle mass. I see this over and over. This is the same mechanism that maintains athletes' optimum muscle mass. Maintenance of lean muscle, decreased fats that are available to clog things up. For athletes, the hydrolyzed collagen is a very clean source of protein containing no fat. So that's the problem with eating a lot of meat. Athletes are worried getting all their protein from eating meat. It has a lot of fat in it, and some of these fats may clog their arteries and not be good fats. Now, this is another amazing application of hydrolyzed collagen and really attracted me to use it in the first place. Now, how many of you out there can think of family members that have died of cancer? Maybe some of you have done the death watch with your family members who have died of cancer. Well, for those people dying of cancer, you might have watched their muscles waste away. As cancer progresses in a patient, it eats away their muscle tissue, and we watch their muscles getting thinner and thinner and thinner. If these people are able to have a usable source of collagen, which is a building block for muscle tissue, it can really slow down this process of muscle degeneration that we see with cancer patients. And there was a lot of research done with hydrolyzed collagen in this area. Really attracted me to it. Also, the area of weight loss. The area of weight loss wasn't really my primary concern, but there is an appetite suppressing, a satiating effect. So many patients who initially took hydrolyzed collagen for one particular reason, say they had a shoulder injury and they were trying to rebuild the shoulder joint, and then suddenly they would discover that after a few months they would begin to lose weight, having changed nothing else in their diet or lifestyle. It makes sense because hydrolyzed collagen has a satiating effect. In other words, it acts as an appetite suppressor, thereby promoting weight loss. So that's all the time we have in this video. I want to finish with how do you take it? Collagen comes in a big jar like this. It's a white powder. It has no taste. And how you take it is you take 2 tablespoons and you blend it in fruit juice. You make a smoothie, just your morning smoothie, right? You blend 2 tablespoons in that and you drink that puppy down. And you do that once or twice a day. 2 tablespoons of this powder blended in fruit juice. Why do I have 2 jars on this slide? Why do I say that? Because what I've noticed that in order to really try this product, you have to go through 2 jars of it. There is the concept of loading dose. That means you have to take hydrolyzed collagen every single day. You can't miss a day, and do this for 2 jars worth, however long that takes. So you go through 2 jars, having taken it every single day, then you will have an idea of what its effect will be in your body. Hydrolyzed collagen is a part of our complete 60-day program, so you can look at that on the website, thedoctorwithin.com. And we have another video about the 60-day program, which you can watch on the website. The 60-day program consists of a very simple, common sense diet, the New West diet, and it consists of only 7 supplements, one of which is hydrolyzed collagen. And thank you very much for listening to this video.